How about them apples? How about this? I'm not even ready to go live. I know we're live. Let me see what's going on YouTube. What is going on, crypto world? Let me make sure my audio levels are good. Let me make sure video is good. How do I sound? Nope. Hello. All right, awesome. So I think my audio is going. I think my video is going. I just want to say, if you guys have been following my posts, we called this. I called this thing back on 9/5. I had my first post saying we're going to 10K. This is the formation. This is the play. I've had several charts on TradingView depicting this. Let's go to 120 just to make things simpler over here. I had a couple of TradingView charts saying that this was going to happen. I had several Medium articles saying this was going to happen. I'll go ahead and what's going on, Flux? What's up, Mark? If you guys on YouTube, go ahead and give me a like, give me a shot, just so I know who's watching. So back on 9/5, right? Back on September 5th, I saw this knife coming down. And it's when I published the first fractal. It's up here on TradingView. I'll go ahead and drop links to the video description. I kind of don't know where to start this video, right? Because we've been tracking this, we've been longing this at the fractal low, and our community has been ready for this. I currently have a really big futures position that we longed to 6K. I posted a lot of Medium articles. Last week I sent out to everyone, expect the unexpected. I think from here we're headed up to 10K. Why? Based on this fulcrum fractal that we've seen previously. This was the April formation, and we're essentially seeing the same thing play out. I've got some really good analysis. I'm not sure why my machine's running really slow right now. They're running really slow. I'm not sure why. Give me just a second. Maybe because I'm hyped up. I'm gonna close Discord, close Tensor. Here we go. So I had this fractal laid out for 20 something days since the 5th. This is for 21 days. We've been tracking this fractal for 21 days, and our community has been ready to play this one, right? I just gotta move myself on the screen, and I've been saving this shirt for a special occasion. It's got a bunch of sharks on it. Why? Because we just sharked the market. A lot of people are eyeing this descending triangle and like, hey, we're going to break down to 3K. A lot of people were like, hey, this is not even real. 2 days ago, actually, when was it? It was Tuesday. I put up this post that expect bottom in 72 hours. And just today, we started breaking up. We expect bottom to set in within 72 hours. I'm going to scroll down. We expect bottom to set in within 72 hours. For the phase 6 to complete, right, with a new heading. And sure enough, we're seeing just that, right? We saw exactly what we saw on last fractal low. And if this thing was to play out exactly like last fractal, we're looking at a 1.618 fib top for the first leg. So we're looking somewhere in the ballpark at 10 grand, which sounds ludicrous. It sounds like, hey, how are you going to go from 6K to 10K? It turns out this is a compound fulcrum fractal. This is a bullish formation. I think we still need to clear that last line of resistance, and we go ahead and go into that last line of resistance. We're on log, we're on auto. So if we were to draw this last line of resistance, we still have some room to run. We gotta break that 6,900 7K mark, and once we do, it's all the way road to 10,000. For you guys, if you doubt like that I've actually posted this was my TradingView post from the 5th when I first saw the fractal. It was 9/5. We were in phase 4, and once we click play, we see the whole thing start unfolding. That being said, I had eyeballed it to draw it out at first, but then I kept it updated, kept our community updated. We got some really nice longs in on leverage down here at like the yearly low, essentially at the swing low. And it had started developing. That's why I ended up posting this the other day, because I ran some calculations and figured out that we had about 72 hours before it breaks. How did I get those ratios? How did I know 72 hours? It was simple. I just took how much time we spent in each fractal. Fractal 1 versus fractal 2, I divided the ratios up. I got a clean ratio, and we had 72 hours of the maximum drawdown of 7%. That being said, there's some futures that expire tomorrow, so you might see an anomaly in the market. Let's just look at my Medium post, right? Let's see what we actually did publish on Medium and what we did not. I'm really hyped up about this because stuff like this doesn't usually happen, right? You call formation so early and it plays out, and you got doubters out there. There's still perma bears. There's probably still people shorting right now, and it might turn around, but I really think I think bottom is set in. I'm gonna check in on comments. How we doing, YouTube? How long would it take to get to 10K BTC Usman? I don't know. That's a great question. I could run some more ratios, like you guys saw me run those ratios last time. So this was September 10th, the bullish scenario, state of affairs. I highlighted how we played this last swing low, last swing high, shorted back down. We made 717%, 795% all on the up and on the down. And then I highlighted how the fractal was going to play out, right? I mean, this is since September 10th. We've been aware. We've tried to make everybody aware by publishing. We didn't just hold this information dearly when we could have. We shared this very, very openly. And now we saw, you know, the final shakeout, which occurred yesterday. And then to really like emphasize things even more, on the 19th, I said fundamentals, expect the unexpected. We were at that low. We were at that range low. And I posted a lot of fundamentals saying why we should rally. And price was like, you know, 61. I said, hey, we expect price to get back and resume previous channel. And it sure did before we came back down for phase 5, right? This was an anomaly because Tether went offline. I explained all this. And there was a fractal update with a video essentially saying this. I actually 2 or 3 videos on our YouTube saying that we called this. Do you think it's a year-end prediction? I do believe this is going to put us in a bullish trend up to 10K and further. 6K in February, 4K end of October. So Kaka Zizo, I do not know about 4K or 60K. We can let me go back to, let me see if we have Facebook comments before I address everybody else. Man, Facebook's drying up. Only got 3 viewers. You guys are missing out. Well, you guys missed out on the whole move. So all that being said, guys, gals, we called this rather early. We're trading it properly. We want to see what happens at this last resistance line. If you want to take a look at my math and see that we actually did call what I called, which was the ratios and 72 hours, even though it's straight in trading view 72 hours ago, right? It was really simple. It was a matter of taking out each phase of the fractal, like phase 1, the duration in that phase, go into hours and get a ratio. So we got a ratio, an average ratio of 9.81, and then from there we took last fractals, phase 6, how long it was there, and multiplied by all these ratios, and I got a maximum duration of 73 hours, right? So we rounded up 74, almost 3 days, and now we're seeing it move. And we also calculated the maximum pullback, the maximum drawdown. We had the median, the yellow one is the most recommended one that I went with, this negative 7.3, and we had 8.4 on the peak and 7.9. But if you go back to the chart, right, like I'm not this, anybody that tells me TA doesn't work, you know what, just stop trading. Do yourself a favor and stop trading. We had a maximum drawback of 7.49. That was the drawdown. So I think we did pretty well. I think we nailed this. We nailed this on the head. Some other Twitter accounts I'm not going to mention. If you guys are in a trading community, you know what I'm talking about. They're trying to take credit for this, even though I did tag them in the post. I did call them and let them know, hey, like, this thing's going to break out in 72 hours. Called them Tuesday night. They posted about it on Wednesday. Not going to go into those details. Thank you, Derek. Yeah. Can you expect consolidation on 10K? Well, I mean, this is... So last time this happened, right, it was one big, violent, crazy leg. It was one candle. It was the Bitcoin going halal candle. And I was asleep when it happened. It was one candle, boom. And then from there, that's the first target. 10K is the first target based on the 1.618 Fib. And then we got, you know, this should kick us up in a bullish trend. I think the bear is over. And that might be really bold. I actually had Scott Schenk of... Thank you, Boner. Man, you guys' names crack me up. Scott Schenk of Trade Crypto Live, he hopped on my Facebook and he was talking all this shit to me because of my fractal. It's funny. I want to see his reaction when he wakes up to maybe a 7K tomorrow, 8K, 9K. Anyways, guys, always trade safe. Always, you know, always trade safe. If you guys need to, we go into 5K or up. Why would we go to 5K? Do you not just see what happened? Do you guys not understand the magnitude of what's going on, of this whole thing? This whole thing unfolding that I've been posting about for a month. Why am I still asking, why am I still getting 5K questions? I mean, the fact that you think it's going down, it's going to go up and burn you. Are you shorting? We're longing. We're longing on margin. We've been longing on margin. We've been hedging the ranges. We've been doing pretty good with this. At this point, I wouldn't go heavy on margin. I wouldn't go like 25x, 30x. I wouldn't go that. I wouldn't chase a high. I wouldn't chase the leg up. Maybe wait to see what happens here at this longer term trend line, because we've got a few of those. We got a few of these, you know, resistance lines that are essentially overhead. Let me go back. And guys, do me a favor. I'm gonna put a link to my TradingView post. If you can like it and share it, and just, like, you know, every little bit helps. Victoria, yeah, are you surprised? Are you surprised my fractal played out, Victoria? Not at all. Thank you. You know, like, we've been doing this for a while. You guys know how much time I spend trading BTC, longing it, shorting it. Hello, Argentina. I mean, like, my phone's going off right now, right? You know who I'm waiting for, though? I'm waiting for the bears to say, hey, like, we're going to 3K. You guys have any questions? I'm gonna take some questions from everyone. I don't just want to be talking and monologuing. This has been it's been really exciting. And what's interesting is bears are still going up, right? So people are actually shorting right now on Bitfinex. And I did say I want to see shorts go up to an all-time high, so we might have a little bit of a difference. But if you've been longing bottom with me, if you guys have been longing futures, where I've been longing futures at 6022 and adding every time I added, well, alts bleed out. Well, let's see. Let's take a look at alts. Let's see. I mean, alts are looking really good. We might see the whole market cap turn. I mean, I posted Lumen starting to take a little bleed. This is ZRX. I think that will catch up. I think it's a 50-50 shot. I think it's about, it depends on the alt. The altcoin market cap's been in a falling wedge, and I expected that to turn. It's in my notes from a few days ago, and that's what made me more bullish on the entire market. Thank you, Enoch. Thanks, man. During the hypothetical run, what about a big drop key to follow BTC? What about alts? A big drop, or where they follow BTC? That's what we were just talking about. So the April rally, we saw them rally alongside during the same compound fulcrum. The total market cap was in a falling wedge, and it was retesting to the upside, and that's bullish, right? Like, all breakout or reversal formations need to retest, and the fact that we retested, it's great. And I believe it should be going up. I'm gonna try to pull up the chart. It's not really working on Chrome, so I gotta prep up my other browser and see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Sorry, my glasses are foggy from all the excitement. I'm steaming up. So highlight of the story is, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of these links, right? So this is 919. For you guys that missed them, I'm gonna add them to the video description right now. 919. We've been tracking this. If you guys follow me, you guys know. If you're new to this, to us, you're just now learning the power, and you know, the diligence behind this. And so let's go back to stories. Got a 9.5. We gotta get the BTC fractal. 4 public posts on how to play this. With a 72-hour window for everybody to hop in. And I think we did really well. Are we pulling back now? Anyways, I'm gonna go back to y'all's questions. I just added a couple of links to the description. Stay in LTC, or what's a good entry point for BTC right now? Amaze. We've been picking up these futures for a long time, man. We've been picking up these futures for a long time. I talked about this. I said we're buying the lows. I even said, you know, buy the low today. I said buy the low yesterday. I would, if I was out, I would start getting in on low leverage, right? Low leverage, sizable positions. And yeah, like a 10% position, I would do it on low leverage. It's not financial advice, but that's what I would do. I haven't checked on LTC. Let me check on LTC. I think LTC is going to keep going up. It had a really nice bull flag. Oh, it's actually coming down. I think you just got to stop that at LTC. You are welcome. This is going to be really interesting. This is going to be on for an interesting weekend. We do know that CME is going to close some futures tomorrow. When the CBOE had their futures closed last week, we saw this really big leg down, okay? So if we see a really big leg down tomorrow for CBOE close, guess what? That's the long entry. I actually bought this dip. I bought this dip, and then I bought this dip. All right, and I announced that in our Discord, in our all over. When post on BlockDelta, you know, BlockDelta, thank you for tuning in. The last few days have been crazy. I wanted to share this on BlockDelta, my actual chart saying 72-hour window. I just couldn't get writing done enough because I've been preparing the community to do this, to hop in. It's been really hectic. I'll post tomorrow on BlockDelta, I promise. What else do we have? What about EOS, bro? What do you speculate? I don't trade EOS. EOS is the one token that I have not touched. No offense against EOS. It's just, I have no interest in the token. It's looking like it could do a couple of things. Oh, you know what? I want to check on BTC moving averages, because if you guys have been following me, I'm kind of doing this stream for fun, right? Just because we called it, we nailed it, and now we're sending profits and we're actually mooning, sorta. So these are 12-hour moving averages. You guys remember I said, hey, we're starting to see them vortex. I expect volatility. So I think if price gets up to 69, right? When we get up to 69, it's going to get really messy for bears. Anybody still shorting is going to have a lot of trouble. This might be like the initial leg up like we saw back here, and then boom, big candle, big candle. I'm really excited. I think, you know, thank you, BlockDelta. Thank you. We should maybe reshare that article that I posted last, maybe the one from the 19th. That'd be nice. If you guys are watching, make sure to go to BlockDelta, their website. I think it's blockdelta.io, or blog here. I'll go ahead and pull it up. It's a publication that I contribute to, and my articles were there as well. So if you're on BlockDelta, you'd be able to watch it. What's going on, Matt? I don't know what bears you know, but bears had 3 selling climaxes. Okay, I don't know if you know what a selling climax is. Zizo, I'm just gonna stick to your last name there. We had 1 selling climax here back in April, and then we had 3 more selling climaxes very recently. Selling climax, selling climax, selling climax. What a selling climax is a mounting of bear pressure. It means when the bears are giving it their all, okay? And when the bears are giving it their all and the price is making a higher low, that's when I go long. But you know why? Because the bears are wrong. Mads, thank you. Thank you. Not only did I call it, but somebody else ripped it, right? That's what's frustrating. Anyways, I think that's it for today. That's it for today. I'm probably gonna step out for a bit and get some fresh air. Currently have not broken out of the triangle. All right, Sandy Fork. So we've got a descending triangle, or so they claim it to be. Let's go over here. So we have a descending triangle, and the person I actually talking to help me define your triangles. Okay, so is this our triangle? Is this, if this is our support for the triangle? All right, we only touched it once. Okay, we didn't touch it again. So we've been forming these higher lows, which makes your triangle actually a compound fulcrum, right? I mean, that's part of what makes it a compound fulcrum. That's why we're long it. And so if this is your triangle, okay, which it probably is, 90% of the market sees this triangle and are bearish, right? So there's this post on this Facebook group where everybody was like, oh, you're totally right. It's a descending triangle. It's going to come down. We're going to 4K, right? So when the entire market thinks we're going one way, what does the market do? Does it reward everyone or does it reward the few? That's my perspective on it. Mads, we got to wait it out, man. I think it's too soon to hedge. We just saw the first big candle. We want to see what happens up here. And if let's touch up on this triangle again. Guess what was another triangle? Well, guess what was another descending triangle? Right here, Lumens, XLM, right? What happened to that triangle? It's totally a descending triangle, just like BTC. We actually had 2 touches of support, okay? And we had this descending triangle. For anybody trading that descending triangle, guess what? Lumen was your sign. Lumen was your first. I actually tweeted about this. I'm real passionate, right? I mean, because the purple one of your call. So let's go back to my chart. Sorry, I'm fired up. It's not exactly, if you're looking at this chart, that purple one, it's part of the fulcrum, right? If you go back to my fractal, Sandy, please read my fractal article. There's a link in the video description about my fractal article and how I split it up into 6 phases, saying there's going to be a series of 3 higher lows. We got the initial swing low, we got higher low 1, higher low 2, and then the final shakeout. I really think we'd get really bullish once we break our overhead fib level and we break past, if you break 68.37 on Bitfinex, she's gone. She is gone. Anyways, if you guys don't mind, please share this video. Give me some likes. Smash that like button. Give me some subscribes. You chase your target at 10K. I can find it. 1.618. Thank you, Mark. So where does the 10K target come from? This is where our 1.618. It's looking more like a 10K on the dot, or like $10,003. And why am I extrapolating that target? Where did I pull it out of? Out of right here, 1.618, out of the previous fractal. Right? There's a 1.618. I mean, this is what set us in the April rally. When we went on a 30-day relief rally, this was the formation that caused all that. It took us from, for that 50% 30 days. Do I think this is going to be a 30-day rally? I don't believe so. Why am I so bullish? Well, we got BACT coming out next month. Okay, BACT is the Intercontinental Exchange, aka New York Stock Exchange version of crypto. And what they're doing is they're launching Bitcoin futures that are not leveraged, that are not margin. So guess what? You can't short. You can't short on back. So anybody waiting for an ETF, right? Backed is bigger than an ETF. I already got asked that question. I don't know, Victoria. I'd like to see it happen. The sooner, the better. Yeah. Anyways, let me go ahead and just finish, keep adding links to this video before I let you all go. I'm still gonna take questions if you want me to answer them. All right. I'm not sure if you want my opinion at this point. I'm gonna drop this fractal in 9.5 post. So yeah, we were ahead of this move. We saw this move coming. I was expecting a little bit more of a shakeout but I was still net long, currently net long. God, so many posts about this thing playing out. Which one was this? Great shakeout. I'm gonna do the trading view post first. Alright, well I just edited my video description for everyone on YouTube. Canadian Mutual Fund. That's in my Mark, you've been reading my publications, right? And that's awesome. You know, we saw the fractal on 9.5. We saw all these events unfolding on 9. I republished on 9.10, and then 9.19 I published again, and then September 25th, right? I said 72 hours till takeoff. It is the 27th. Yeah. You guys can hear my voice. I'm really excited. This is good stuff. Trader Zed, welcome. Well, guys, thank you all for tuning in. Sorry for being a little rough today. I'm recovering from being sick. I'm really excited. And this thing panned out for the best, or in our favor. If you guys are in Coin Observatory's Discord, guess what? You just nailed it, right? We nailed it. If you guys nailed it with me, congratulations. The gains are coming. Tony Montana, Matt Montana. You've been watching my fractal videos. I see you in here all the time, right? You know we've been calling this for weeks. You guys on Facebook, check. You should already know this. Where will money come in? Money's been in, man. Money's been buying this low that we've been buying. Just to show you. Well, actually, I'm not even going to go in there. But we were looking at leverage longs on Bitfinex. Oh, no, sorry, on BitMEX yesterday. The majority were all orders were 75% short. If you look at the $1 million plus contract positions, 51% were long. Okay? So the majority of the market is trading down, but you got the big money sitting there buying longs. That's when the money came in. Now now it's starting to go, but now it's starting to catch some steam. If you guys have been trading crypto in a while, right? If you remember last year, you were like, oh, we need ETF to go moon. No, we don't need an ETF, right? Even though ETF's coming because there's all this pressure on the SEC. I remember last year, CBOE and CME, when futures launched, we didn't go up. Price went up before the futures. So I expect price to go up until backed. Where do I get these percentages? What percentage are you talking about? Sandy. Long, short. Oh, where do you go? There's several resources like this one. I'll share this one once it loads. Here we go. So let's look at now. So we go to positions. Coinfarm.online. Now it's still shorts are still 67% short, 32% long on all orders, right? But if you go to the 1 million plus, what's the big money doing? Ooh, shorts are not piling up. Well, you're gonna burn them anyway. That's where I was getting those percentages. So guys, make sure to check out BlockDelta. Make sure to follow us on media. Make sure to follow me on TradingView. Please share this video. Share it. Retweet. You know, help us out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll probably go live again this weekend. Excuse me for not being live. I've been sick. I don't know if you can tell from my voice. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.